I joined the PGA in May last year, and there's two questions that I've been asked more than any. One comes from the members, and that's what does the PGA do for me? The other question I get asked tends to come from outside the membership, and that's what does the PGA do?
It's a great organisation. I've been involved in golf, I say, from a very young age, and the qualification we get through the PGA just helps us set ourselves apart from our competition and where my business is now. Whether it be through our coaching aspect, whether it's through retail, through club repairs, the PGA has allowed me to position myself as the expert in what I do and keep ourselves ahead of the competition, and has been great, and something that really does set ourselves apart.
Another important aspect of what we work on is to engage with our members through their whole career, whether it's when they're going through their training or right through to their retirement. We're engaged right through their tenure as a PGA professional.
I wouldn't have been able to achieve the level that I am at the moment without the PGA's help. I credit the training that I received through the PGA down at the Belfry, a lot. It really instilled a holistic approach in my mindset. The quality of the education, it was great, but it also instilled a belief that that my career is a continual journey of learning.
We look at it from a number of different areas now, rather than just the technique side of things. So without overusing the buzzword of holistic, the fact that you're looking at from a sports science point of view, a psychology point of view, from a physical side, the fact that we're looking at the game from a number of different angles, I think that only expands your potential as a coach and your ability to be able to help people.
I've spent over 20 years in this business, and I think to have those three letters, along with my name, I think it's very much a case that it strengthens my brand, if you like. Being a professional for just over 20 years now, having a PGA is something to put back on as a credit and benefit me from the members' point of view, from fellow PGA professionals' point of view. I think it's very important.
I think it's very important to promote our skills, that people could know they can go somewhere, that the person that's going to give them the tuition or sell them equipment is reliable and has good professional qualifications.
We provide lifelong opportunities for our members to help them and to enable them to achieve their career aspirations.
The PGA provides a lot of support towards building a career as a coach or a player, and for me, I'm really focused on being a coach. I started out through the qualification to the University of Birmingham, and that obviously provided a very solid ground in all subjects that help you with being a coach. After that, they then provide a huge amount of CPD sort of opportunities, and these can be focused in any particular area that you're interested in. So for me, sports science was really the biggest area in coaching, and the opportunities that these give you and the sort of knowledge that these give you allow you to become the best coach that you can be.
PGA has been a wonderful support to me throughout my career. Turned professional in 1985, and really since then they've provided a fantastic framework not only to get into it, but also the continued help and development, whether it's through business, education, all kinds of things are there, and the good thing about it is they continue to be there to this very day.
Also access and the networking that we get in terms of the further support, any questions that we have, regarding coaching, code of conduct, practice, they're always there to lend an ear, which has been, it's a fantastic support and a fantastic resource for any golf coach, wanting to make a career in the industry.
We provide playing opportunities, whether it be the revamped Tartan Tour, the new Ladies Tour, the Assistants Tour, the newly launched Seniors Tour, and also engaging with amateurs via our Pro-Ams and our new Patrons Club.
PGA's role for opportunities is very good. I think in the playing side of things, we get about between 40 and 60 events a year to try and play in. For the exempt players, we get to play in whatever we want basically, and I would say there's plenty out there for everyone, to be honest.
Another important aspect of what we do is to create and to identify career and business opportunities for our members, whether that's in Scotland or whether that's further afield globally.
When I qualified as a member of the PGA, I went abroad. I went to work in Germany, or West Germany as it was known then, and I spent 2 or 3 years out there, and I did a bit of travelling and looked at other businesses. I saw that really the route I was going to go down would be coaching, and my business has basically been built on a coaching business. So I go to golf clubs, work as a club pro, set up a good junior programme, and I get a lot of business from that.
I think you're looking at the situation now where I've put a lot of my time and effort into this, and having the PGA again, like Ronnie Wallace, somebody to fall back onto, or that they can benefit my business by putting on CPD courses and things like that. I think it's a very strong brand as well, and I think it's well recognised around the world.
The role of the bro is to support the PGA professional in whatever duty he's carrying out at his venue or club. Many businesses are unique, and we are here to assist the pro with a backup service that's also on the PGA website of all the things that a PGA professional would need to develop or support his business.
Another very important aspect of what we do at the PGA in Scotland is through the Benevolent Fund. And there's a misconception that the Benevolent Fund is really only there for our more senior members. In fact, it's for any member who are in need and who can benefit from the fund.
Another wonderful way that the PGA have supported me throughout my career was with their vision when I started something now called the Wee Wonders Championships, and that was for golfers between the age of 5 and 12. There wasn't much for them nationally, but when I went to the PGA with this concept of having tournaments for youngsters at that age, they were a bit doubtful at the time, but when we showed them exactly how they could get involved with scoreboards and officials and giving the game, the junior game, credibility, it was a fantastic thing. They loved coming along, loved getting involved, and that was back in 1998. And undoubtedly, without the help of the PGA, Wee Wonders wouldn't be the major junior event that it is today. And it's great for the participants of that event to have an association with the PGA. So the PGA's reach is going out to juniors, it's going out to amateurs, and we're now seeing some of the best amateurs in the game having gone through this Wee Wonders programme, and undoubtedly they'll go into professional levels and perhaps even compete in Ryder Cup. They've already competed in the Open Championship. So great help.
One of the main challenges that I've been faced with is to realise the commercial value of the PGA brand, not just within Scotland but further afield. To achieve that, I've had to engage with the business community throughout the country, and it's not just in terms of attracting new sponsorship, but it's also maintaining and developing sponsors that have been in place for many years. And I'm delighted to say that I think we've now got a really strong stable of partners that can work with us going forward through 2014 and more importantly from 2015 and onwards.
The reason why Virgin Atlantic decided to support PGA in Scotland is we have a fantastic relationship with the PGA in the south of England. We had the launch of our first ever domestic services last year, Virgin Atlantic Little Red, connecting Heathrow with Scotland, so it was an ideal opportunity to support the PGA up here.
Key to what we do here at the PGA and the PGA in Scotland is to promote our member as being at the heart of golf.
What they do for us is that they get out to the consumer and they get out to the end user to let them know that the PGA and a PGA professional is the person who is the most qualified to help you in what you're doing, and everything they do helping get that message out just makes it much easier for us when people recognise the PGA as a brand and they recognise when they're speaking to us that as a PGA professional that we are the expert, and it's something that we would struggle to get out to the number of people in the size of small independent businesses we are. So the association does so much for us in that way of getting the message out to a wider audience, and it really does help us having our customers knowing that we are the expert and knowing the fact that the PGA professional is the most knowledgeable person in golf.